Hi, and welcome back to this week's Parsha Shir on Sefer or Gedalyahu. The Medrash Rabbah at the beginning of this week's Parsha comments on the word v'yikhu li truma, that you should take for me a donation, ultimately the donations to be able to build the Mishkan. And the Medrash says v'yikhu li truma. How do we understand the notion of taking for me, the word kicha, the word lakacha, to take for me a truma? Haduhu dichtiv, the Medrash suggests that perhaps we explain it by using another reference to lakicha, to lakachat, in a different context. And the context is specifically the pasuk in Mishlei, Perek Dalet, pasuk Bet, Ki lekach tov natati lachem torati al ta'azovu. For I have given you a great lekach tov, a great lesson, a great lekicha, a great item, a great thing, a great acquisition, lekach tov, torati, my Torah, al ta'azovu. It's such a great gift that I give you my Torah, don't leave that Torah behind. And the Medrash comments on the pasuk, Al ta'azovu es hamekach shenatati lachem. The meaning of the pasuk is, don't leave that lekach, that beautiful gift, that lekicha, that thing which I'm giving you to take behind, rather take it with you. So the Medrash goes on to explain what's so special about the gift of Torah that it's described as lekicha, lekach tov, and from that we can come back to understand what's so special about the Mishkan, which was being built by these donations as well. The Medrash says, "V'yesh lecha mekach shemisha mecharo nimkar imo." Is there ever, or has there ever been such a gift? Could there be such a gift through which the seller actually comes along with the gift? When you purchase the item, you not only purchase the item, you not only acquire the item, but you acquire the producer of the item, or the seller of the item, or the owner of the item along with it. And the Medrash says, yes, there is such a gift. That gift was the Torah, the Lekach Tov. Amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu L'Yisrael. It's as if God says to the Jewish people, Macharti Lachem Torah. See, I've sold you my Torah. I've let you acquire my Torah. Kiviyachol, as if to say, Nimkarti Ima, that I will be sold, acquired along with the Torah. Shenemar v'yikhu li truma, that you should take for me a truma. So too by the Mishkan. Just like when God gives us that great gift of the Torah in Parshas Yisro, God comes along with it, nimkarti ima. So too with the Mishkan. The Mishkan's goal was, as we take the Truma to build the Mishkan, God will come along with that Truma and rest His Shechina inside the Mishkan for it to travel along with us. Nimkarti ima. As the Eitz Yosef says in his commentary here to the Medrash, by lefarish v'yikhu li Truma, shakadosh baruch hu lakuach etzel Yisrael kiviyachol, umevi smach mi lakach tov. We're trying to use the word v'yikhu li truma, that you should take for me truma, as a sign that God will come along with those donations and sanctify and embed His presence within the Mishkan so that it will travel with us. The Medrash is using a proof text from the pasuk in Mishlei, Ki lekach tov natati lachem, that when the Torah is given over to the Jewish people, the same word lekach is used, and over there it's where God says nimkarti ima, that I come along with the Torah. And the Medrash then actually goes on to give a beautiful analogy for what it means to have the Mishkan in our midst, what it means to have God's presence in our midst. The Medrash says, Mashal, it's compared to the following parable. Lemelech shaita lo bas yechida, the comparable to a king who had one only daughter. Ba'echad min hamlachim u'natala, one of the princes from the countryside came and wanted to take away this daughter as his wife. Bikesh leilach lo la'artza v'lito le'ishto, he asked permission of the king to take his daughter and marry her and take her off to whatever kingdom he came from. Amar lo, the king says back to him, Biti shenatati lecha yechidisi, my daughter I'm giving over to you in marriage is one of a kind. She's my only one. Lifrosh bimena ene yachol, I can't separate from her. Lomer lecha al titla ene yachol, I also can't tell you not to take her. Presumably it was a good shidduch, maybe they were even in love, maybe they found favor in each other's eyes. It was a positive thing for her to be able to marry this wonderful prince. He says, I can't say no, but I also can't say yes. What am I going to do? Ela zotova aseli. So he says, I can think of the following compromise. Do me the following favor. Shekol makom shata holech kitonecha aseli sha'adur eslachem she'eni yachol heniach es biti. Wherever you go with her. It's fine, go back to your kingdom. But wherever you go, make me a little chamber, a little room, so that I can come along with you. Kach amar Kadosh Baruch Hu, so too God says to the Jewish people, Natati lachem es Torah, I've given you the Torah. Lifrosh himena eni yachol, I can't separate from the Torah. I can't leave it behind. Can't let you take it away. Lomar lachem al titlu eni yachol, I can't tell you not to take it. I've already promised it to you. Ela b'chol makom shetem holchim bayis echad asuli shadur betocho shenemar v'asuli mikdash. But rather, take me along with it. Take me along with the Torah. Take me along with the Mishkan in this journey together through the rest of Jewish history. That's the Medrash. The Sefer Or Gedalyahu tries to elaborate a little bit upon this concept, and that the Medrash is teaching us that as the Torah was given to the Jewish people, God comes along with that Torah, accompanying it. What exactly does that mean? Of course, it has its application in our parsha here with the Mishkan, but Or Gedalyahu dwells less on the Mishkan analogy and the Mishkan connection, but rather on the initial pasuk in Mishlei, Ki lekach tov natati lachem, and on the comment of the Medrash that Hashem says to the Jewish people, Nimkarti ima, that I come along with that Torah. He says, Mavur mea Medrash be'es limun haTorah, Yachol ha'adam lahagia betoraso ad lahadarga ze kiviyachol nimkarti ima. That when a person learns Torah, when a person engages and struggles with the words of Torah, one can reach the level of as if you're tapping in to God's essence itself, because God comes along with that experience of the Torah. That's what the Medrash is suggesting. And he explains as follows, V'akavana bazehi kal yedei limun Torah nasa adam davuk b'Hashem yisparach. The simple meaning of the Medrash is because the more you learn Torah, the more you become close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Torah is the knowledge, the wisdom, the infinity of HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself, placed in the context of words, in the context of teachings. And therefore, he says, that as you engage in the study of Torah, really you're engaging in the study of Hashem itself. Hashem himself. And therefore, the more you study Torah, the more you become closer to Hashem. That's a simple reading of the Medrash. God says, I've imbued myself into the Torah, and therefore grasp the Torah, learn the Torah. The more you come close to the Torah, the more you'll come close to me. That's a simple reading. But the Or Gedalyahu says there's more to that reading. There's more to the idea of Nimkarti Ima, that I've come along with the Torah, says God. He says, Yesh b'perish pasuk yilechach tov natati lechem od kavana. There's another intent to the pasuk in Mishlei. Vehi diyaduim divrei hachidushei harim she'amar. The words of the Chidushei Harim, the great Ger Rebbe, are very well known. Ki kaimalan, we hold, after all, shehanoten matana lechaver ba'ayin yafe notno, that a person who gives a gift or sells an item to somebody else, he gives it with the greatest of generosity, ba'ayin yafe. She'adam noten bais b'matana lechavera, noten lo gam es haderach la'agia la'bais, k'mavor b'gemara, s'sugya in Baba Basra, daf samach daled and aleph. There's a Mishnah over there which cites a machlokas between Rabbi Akiva and the Rabbanim. They argue over whether if a person sells a well to another individual, are they automatically selling the rights for the buyer to walk through the reshus, the property of the seller, to reach that well and actually take out the water? Or are they literally just selling the well? Rabbi Akiva says they're also selling the rights to the passage, and Rabbanan say no. The Gemara explains why, and explains that according to Rabbi Akiva, anybody who sells something like this well is selling it b'ayin yafe, in the most generous of fashion. The person is selling not only the well, but the derech, the way to reach the well. Whereas Rabbanan say no, a person they sell things ba'ayin ra, in the most miserly fashion, in the most limited and contracted fashion, just selling the well itself. So here, the Chidushei Harim says we have a halachic concept of a matana being always ba'ayin yafa. We paskin like this Rabbi Akiva. Ba'ayin yafa notes no. We give things with the greatest generosity. We give things not only the well, but the passageway to the well. Kain b'Torah. So too in the realm of Torah, says the Chidushei Harim. Kishenatan HaKadosh Baruch Hu es Torah l'Yisrael, natno be'ayin yafa. When God gives the Torah to the Jewish people, He also gives it with great generosity. What does it mean, great generosity? Natan livnei Yisrael gam es haderech ech le'agia la Torah. Just like with the case of the well in the Mishnah and Baba Basra, so too with the gift of the Torah. God gives us the Torah, and more importantly, He gives us the methodology, the pathway, the abilities, the talent, the skills, and the tools to be able to get to that Torah, to access that Torah. What good would it be for God to give us a Torah that we have absolutely no access to? No, He gives us the Torah and the methods to reach that Torah. How to reach the depth of understanding in Torah. Zohi kavanas pasuk lekach tov natati lachem. That's the idea of the pasuk in Mishlei and the idea of the Medrash Rabbah, which I read to you before. Shakadosh Baruch Hu noten la'adam gam es ha'ofen ech likach es Torah. God gives us this gift, and nimkarti ima, God comes along with that gift, meaning He gives us the methodology to be able to teach us Himself how to reach that gift. He gives even another analogy, which I think is even more beautiful, from the Sfas Emes, descendant of the Chidushei Harim, from the line of the Ger Rebbes. Sfas Emes befarsha lashon lekach tov milashon melka chaim. Sfas Emes says that whole idea of God coming along with it, God giving us the pathway to the Torah and the Torah itself, is conveyed in the word lakachat. V'yikhuli, lekach tov. Lakachat is from the word melkachayim. Melkachayim is like tongues, something that you can grab hold of something else with. Shakadosh Baruch Hu natan la'adam es melkachayim b'malikach ve'la'achroz b'haTorah. He gives us not only the Torah, but the tool, the tongues, to grab hold of the Torah. That's the idea that the Medrash is trying to convey. He says God comes along with it. God comes along with the Torah to show us how to use the Torah, how to access the Torah like a guide. And he says that's the same thing in real life, in the mundane world. Person sells a store to another person. They spend a week there, 2 weeks there, along with the buyer to teach them the ropes, to show them how the store runs, to show them where everything is, where to find the pens, where to find the cash register. They have a training week, 2 weeks of training. There's an overlap so that they can be able to inculcate all their knowledge and wisdom about how to use the store. You don't just give over a store if they care about it. So too HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Kain Torah. Kiviyacho nimkar ima. When God gives us the Torah, He comes along with it as the guide. Hu hasiyua sheyesh la'adam lahagia l'Torah. To show us the way to be able to reach it. He says also, Zeu omek hakavana b'masha amru chazal. This is the depth of the reading of another medrash, the medrash Yalkut Shimoni, which says, HaKadosh Baruch Hu yoshev v'shoneh kenegdo. When a person learns Torah, it's as if God is sitting there facing him or her, learning Torah along with them. Hainu sheyesh la'adam asiyua lahagia l'Torah. Saying, giving us that imagery of a person learning and God sitting opposite them, learning as well, is teaching us this same lesson again. That God gives us over the Torah, but He's there teaching us. He's guiding us. He's enabling us to access it. Two very powerful images. One of the Chidushei Harim and one of the Sfas Emes, both to understand the concept of the pasuk lekach tov natati lachem, the concept of the medrash of nimkarti ima, the idea that God comes along with the Torah. One image of the Chidushei Harim, which is God comes along with it in the sense that He gives us not only the Torah, but the pathway to reach the Torah. And then the image of the Sfas Emes, that God not only gives us the gift, but He comes along as the trainer, as the person who's able to guide us about how to use the Torah and how to access it. Very powerful notion, not only of the Mishkan, as we pointed out in the Medrash, but of the Torah itself. The Gedalyahu is instilling in us this notion that God doesn't just plunk the Torah in our midst and say, go, have fun, take it and run. But that we can access God in the sense that we can reach the Chachma of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the simple meaning of it, as we learn Torah. Or, as the Gedalyahu says, in addition to being able to reach God, God is there holding our hand every step of the way in our journey through the Torah, enabling us not only to be able to access the Torah with greater ease, but also there to be able to support us in our venture, to say it's okay, keep trying, keep doing it, keep delving into it, because eventually we'll get there. God is our guide. God is our hand holder. God is our trainer, teaching us how to best access the great wisdom of the Torah and the great connection to His Shekhinah itself, to the presence of HaKadosh Baruch Hu in every word, in every line, in every white space between the letters. We only have to be able to apply ourselves to that task of learning Torah and observing the Torah with the hope that HaKadosh Baruch Hu should take our hand and pull us the rest of the way. Good Shabbos.